Hey, it's your girl Janika, and I'm coming back to you today with another video. So today I want to talk to you about narcissists, or people I believe that are narcissistic, traits that some people may have, that you may encounter. I've experienced this more than once. Some people may say, like, how can you diagnose someone? I can't, I'm not a doctor. But one thing I can tell you is that the experiences that I have encountered or endured, with individuals who I believe that are narcissistic people. First off, one way how to spot a narcissistic person is that they really are abusers. They don't wait till a bunch of people are around. They wait till they get, behind closed doors and they abuse you. And they're very jealous people. They don't want anybody else to love you or to celebrate you. But that's one way for sure to spot a narcissist, is that they abuse people. They really do. They mentally abuse you, they emotionally abuse you, and sometimes physically. Now, I never experienced that, but I have had, people who have tried to verbally abuse me, or emotionally abuse me. And of course, I'm not dealing with those people. Some people, are in your family and you just can't help but to deal with certain people because you have no choice. But they can be very materialistic. They're very possessive type people. They're very controlling people. They are, I know I said this before, sometimes the life of the party. They have to be that guy or that girl. And I don't mean that girl like all of that, because sometimes people may think that people are narcissistic is because we all carry the same, traits, but on different levels. And I believe we all may have a pinch, of it in us. But at the same time, like I said, the main way to spot a narcissist is because they abuse people behind closed doors. They pretend like they're a good person, and they usually have, a nice amount of money or make decent amount of money, and they usually have a good job or a good career. They pretend like they do good in the community, but behind closed doors they're evil. And the Bible does talk about these type of people. Some of them were Pharisees, and they look good on the outside, but on the inside they're empty. They're empty, and they're envious. They're just not happy. They pretend very well. They don't take criticism good or well. Don't try to tell them that they're not doing something right. They think that you just talking so bad about them if you try to challenge them in any type of way. And you could just be telling, not even trying to correct them, but sometimes you can offer help. They don't want your help. And one way how they abuse victims or people is they'll do something nice for you, but you better believe you're going to pay for it. If they got to spend their money, or if they got to do something nice for you or do something for you, let's just say that, oh, you're going to pay for that. Oh, you're going to be paying for that. So it's just like, at what cost are you willing to suffer? I know it ain't me. And I know I'm a woman who cannot be bought. There's a lot of people out here in this world that can be bought by money and material possessions. Ooh, it's getting windy. And I'm creating this or making this video because I have gone through these things and have experienced these things, and I can't keep you from experiencing it. Only thing I can tell you is what to look out for. You know, hopefully, you know, you're self-aware. The more self-aware you are, you start to see how people move, and you start noticing and you start observing people, and you be like, hold up, that is not right. That is not cool. And what the narcissistic people gonna do, they gonna deny it, they gonna deflect, they gonna try to make it seem like you crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, because they don't take no type of accountability. All they do is lie, more lies. They will try to make you jealous or make you feel jealous. That's one thing I thank God for me, and not being a jealous type person. I thank God for that, because people can't use that against me. They could try to make me feel that way, but don't necessarily mean I'm gonna feel that way, you know. And what I've noticed, not all narcissistic people are the same. Some of them, they can get in groups and they will try to stalk you and hunt you down. Like, that's crazy to me. I've experienced that. I know I've seen other people online say they've experienced some of those same similar type things. They always trying to come up with different tactics to try to humble you. And the funny thing is that they think that God don't see them. God sees everything. And people don't realize they will reap what they sow. So whatever you put out, you're going to dish out. Now, sometimes in life, you may experience things and you have been a good person. I know this because of my own life. It don't matter how good you can be to a person could still lie to you in your face, still try to play you like you a fool and like you ignorant and like you don't know no better. And the sad thing is that you teach people who are younger than you, you try to teach them what's right and wrong, but yet these people be like in their 40s and way above, 40, 50, 60s, sometimes maybe even 70 sometimes. And what I'm seeing is that it's all about control. It's all about power. They want to try to deceive you. But the thing is, when you spend time with God, can't nobody deceive you. They might get away with it for a little while, but God revealed everything. The Lord always revealed things. Now, it may not be in a timing that you and I would like, but the Lord reveals the truth to his children. And sometimes people get mad because you expose them. But my whole thing is, I like what Cat Williams said. Well, perhaps you should have treated me better, then I could have spoke more highly of you. But no. That's not what they want to do. They want to be sneaky, conniving. And what do you expect from a godless person, though? I mean, you can't expect nothing more than what you're going to get. You know, deception, lies. And they try to manipulate. They try to manipulate. It's because you want to trust and believe sometimes what people say is true, because you've known them for this amount of time. I don't care how long you've known somebody. I don't care. If you just sit back and listen and keep your eyes open and observe them, they always telling themselves. Always. No matter how much they try to hide it. Prayer matters. Prayer is real. It's the real deal if you want the truth. Spend time and meditate. Talking to God. Worshiping Him in spirit and truth. He gonna reveal it. He gonna show you. He gonna give you a dream. He gonna wake you up. He gonna show you who people really are. So I just want to take this time out and just to let you know what a narcissist is. They're an abuser. They abuse you, but they want to give you gifts. And they want you to speak well about them. Because behind the scenes, they're mistreating somebody. They're definitely mistreating somebody. And I used to wonder certain things. Like, why this person doing this? And it all came full circle. Some things I can't share right now. Maybe at a later date, but it just eye-opening experiences for me. And those wow moments, you just be like, wow, oh, now I get it. This is why this happened like this. Now it makes sense. This is why I used to say, like, I don't like people giving out gifts, trying to give your kids gifts, because people use gifts and money. Not all people. Some people will use gifts. Well, let me just say it like this. Abusers will use gifts to mislead you. Or they're going to reward you. Or they can reward others. And then they're going to abuse somebody. There's no rest for the wicked. They can't get no rest until they do whatever evil it is they already, plotting and planning in their hearts. I forgot to start my... It's cold out here, y'all. My hands is freezing. I should grab my gloves. Whew. This weather is so tricky. One day it's nice. One day it's freezing cold. But yeah, I wanted to make this video just to let you know. A narcissistic person, they're definitely abusers, and they're gonna use gifts. They use the gifts. I think they call it love bombing, but I'm not sure if that's what it is, because this is how I look at it, is that they use the gifts to like reel you in. I guess that it is a sense of love bombing, but I see love bombing as somebody giving you gifts on top of gifts and doing all this, stuff for you. But to me, that's not how all narcissistic people work. I believe it's spread it out through a period of time, or they use it to like bait you in or bait you back, so they could try to manipulate you, play on your mind. And this is why I pray that God regulate my mind, and He, give me a sound mind and clear judgment, and help me to see through people. Because when I hold people up to Christ, they ain't right, some of them. Not all people. Not all people, but some people. But I wanted to make this video just to make you aware. I gotta go continue to get my steps on, all right? So until the next video, you stay safe, and I'll see you then.